subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Good morning, students. In the last class, we learned the meaning of composition of functions, invertible functions, and also discussed some of the properties on composite functions and invertible functions. Today, we shall discuss how to show the given function is invertible and hence finding its inverse. See, just recapitulate the meaning of invertible function. A function f from a to b is said to be invertible if there exists a function g from b to a such that gaf of x is equal to ix and fog of y equals iy, then g is the inverse of f. Means whenever a function is invertible, if it is one-to-one onto, then that function is invertible. Or if the function is one-to-one onto, then it is invertible. Now, here is a sum. Let f is a function defined from n to y, be a function defined as f of x is equal to 4x plus 3, a linear function, where y equals set of all y belongs to set of natural numbers, y equals 4x plus 3 for some x belongs to n, show that f of x is invertible. Find the inverse. Find the inverse of what? We need to find the inverse of f only. Okay. So now, to find the inverse of this function, first we need to show what? The function is invertible. To show the function is invertible, if we prove that gaf of x is equal to x and fog of y is equal to y, it is sufficient. Now, consider an arbitrary element y of y. Consider an arbitrary element. Consider an arbitrary element. Arbitrary element y of y. Y of y. Let y equals f of x, where f of x is 4x plus 3 for all x belongs to n. For all x belongs to n. From this one, solve for x. We have x is equal to y minus 3 by 4 for all y belongs to y. For all y belongs to y. Now we will define a function g. Define a function g of y, function g of y in the respective domain and range. Or here we can write where g from y to n, that is g of y equals y minus 3 by 4. Y minus 3 by 4. Now, consider gaf of x. By the composite function definition, we can rewrite this as g of O f of x is g of f of x. What is f of x? They have given where f of x is 4x plus 3. We have defined g of y, where it is y minus 3 by 4. Wherever y, replace that y by 4x plus 3. So we have 4x plus 3 minus 3 by 4. Simplified, we have 4x by 4 equals x. And that will be equal to what? I, where the domain is natural number, in. That will be in, an identity element. Now we will take fog of y, where it is f of g of y, where f of g of y is y minus 3 by 4, Now, in f of x, where it is 4x plus 3, wherever x replace that x by y minus 3 by 4, we have 4 times of y minus 3 by 4 minus 3, y minus plus 3, here we have plus 3, no? 4 get cancelled, then y minus 3 plus 3, that minus 3 plus 3 get cancelled, we have y, and that will be equal to I where the range is y. So since gaf of x equals in and fog of y equals iy, therefore f is invertible. with G as its inverse. Now see, with G as its inverse, what is G here? Where G is y minus 3 by 4. That itself is what? F inverse of y. If you want F inverse of x, wherever y, replace that y by x. Then F inverse of x become x minus 3 by 4. Or if you take the F inverse in terms of y, it will be y minus 3 by 4. So if you prove like this, for this in board examination you will get 5 marks. See, these questions will be asked for 5 marks. First we need to prove that the given function is invertible. For that we need to show gaf of x is x and fog of y is y in the respective domain and range. And then whenever it satisfies that condition clearly that f is invertible, as G as its inverse. Here is one more question. See here, f is defined from n to r, natural to real number, be a function defined as f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. We need to show that f from n to s, where s is the range of f, is invertible. Find the inverse of f. Once again, it is similar to the previous problem. Here we need to show that f is invertible. To show that it is invertible, we need to show gaf of x is x and fog of y is y, and then G will be the inverse of the given function. So before that, we need to define a function G. How to define G? Like in the previous problem, consider here we will take an arbitrary element. Consider an arbitrary element y of yes. Let y equals f of x, where f of x is 4x square plus 12x plus 15 for all x belongs to natural number. Now solve for x. To solve that one, we shall complete the square of this one. See, 4x square plus 12x plus 15 can be rewritten as 9 plus 6. Then it can be 4x square plus 12x plus 9 can be rewritten as 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6 a square plus 2ab plus b square, a plus b whole square. Then y minus 6 equals 2x plus 3 whole square. By that, root of y minus 6 equals 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. Done. Y 2x equals root of y minus 6, root of y minus 6 minus 3. Therefore, x equals root of y minus 6 minus 3 whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. Now, here y belongs to what? Y belongs to, yes, range of f. Now we shall define g of y, define g of y in their respective domain and range, that is g from S to n, g from S to n, as g of y equals root of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2. Now we shall consider GOF of x, where it is g of f of x. What about g of f of x? Where it is 2x plus 3 whole square, 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6. Where g of y is root of y minus 6. Wherever y, replace that by 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6. We have 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6 minus 6 within the root only, minus 3 whole divided by 2. That plus 6 minus 6 get cancelled. Root of 2x plus 3 whole square minus 3 by 2. That whole square and root get cancelled. We have 2x plus 3 minus 3 upon 2. 3 cancelled. We have 2x by 2 and that implies x. That is GOF of x equals x, or we will say where it is in. Now, see, GOF of x is x and that will be equal to an identity element. Now, we will consider fog of y, where fog of y is written as f of g of y. What is g of y? Where g of y is root of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2. Now f of x, where f of x is 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6. In that, 2 times of x, in place of x replace it by root of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2, 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3 whole square, 2x plus 3 whole square, 2x plus 3 whole square plus 6 plus 6. Now, 2 get cancelled. We have root of y minus 6 minus 3 plus 3 whole square plus 6. That minus 3 plus 3 get cancelled. Then we have root of y minus 6 whole square plus 6. That square and root get cancelled. We have y minus 6 plus 6 equals y equals is identity in yes, which is nothing but range of f. Since since golf of x equals in and fog of y equals is g f is thus f is invertible. F is invertible with g as its inverse. G as its inverse. That is f inverse equals g, and that will be root of y minus 6 minus 3 by 2, or f inverse of x is root of x minus 6 minus 3 by 2 So we have proved that the given function is 1 to 1, the given function is invertible, and also we have find its inverse. Here is some confusions among the pupil. In some of the references, they have solved this one by showing that the function is 1 to 1 onto, and also they have find golf of x and fog of y. See, in the definition of invertible, a function is said to be invertible. There exists a function g such that golf of x is equal to x and fog of y is equal to y, where g is the inverse of f. And in that note point we have noted, whenever a function is invertible, clearly it is 1 to 1 and onto. Whenever a function is 1 to 1 onto, obviously it is invertible. If a function satisfies the conditions of golf and fog, it is enough to say that the function is invertible. When we say the function is invertible, obviously it should be what? 1 to 1 and onto. Therefore, it is not necessary to show independently the functions are 1 to 1 and onto, and then again checking that golf fog. It is enough if you show that golf of x is equal to x and fog of y is equal to y to say the function is invertible. And then g is its inverse. So now, state with reason whether following functions have inverse. F is defined from the set 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10 with f as 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10. Means set of all ordered pairs 1, 10, image of 1 is 10, image of 2 is 10, image of 3 is 10, image of 4 is 10. Like that they have defined g and h functions also. Here we need to check up the functions have inverse or not. In the first case, say they have given f of 1 is 10, f of 2 is 10, f of 3 is 10, f of 1 is 10, f of 2 is 10, f of 3 is 10, f of 4 is 10, means image of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. Distinct elements of domain 1, 2, 3, 4 having same image in codomain means it is not satisfying the condition of 1 to 1. Therefore, here f is not 1 to 1. F is not 1 to 1 because distinct element of domain are having same images. Therefore, f has not 1 to 1. Therefore, f has no inverse. A inverse of a function exists only when the given function is bijective, which means it should be both 1 to 1 and onto. Whenever it is not 1 to 1, clearly that function is not bijective. Whenever it is not bijective, we do not find its inverse. Look at the second example. They have g is defined from the set 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4 as g of g, where image of in the second one given g of phi is 4, g of 6 is 3, G of 7 is 4, where G of 8 is 2, image of 5 is 4, image of 6 is 3, image of 7 is 4, image of 8 is 2. Here, where image of 5 and image of 7 is same, means distinct elements of domain are having the same image in codomain. Therefore, or this implies G is not 1 to 1. When G is not 1 to 1, hence its inverse does not exist. Therefore, G has no inverse. We just state they are asking, no? By verifying that, we are stating that the function has inverse or not. Now, for the third case, in the third sum, H is defined from the set 2, 3, 4, 5 to 7, 9, 11, 3, 13, where given image of 2 is 7, image of 3, H of 3 is 9, H of 4 is 11, H of 5 is 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. So clearly, here, distinct element of domain are having distinct images in codomain, which means the function is 1 to 1. Since here H is 1 to 1, because f of h of x1 equals h of x2, h of x1 not equal to h of x2 implies x1 not equal to x2. Therefore, h is 1 to 1. Now, check up the onto. Clearly, here, all the elements of codomain, 7, 9, 11, 13. Look at here, 7, 9, 11, 13 are having pre-images. Therefore, range is equal to codomain. Here and in H, range is equal to codomain. Range equals codomain. Therefore, H is onto. Since H is 1 to 1 and onto, hence its inverse, hence the function is bijective, and therefore its inverse exists. And then what they are asking, have inverse or not? Clearly that H has inverse. Now we will discuss some other problems. Now, let f is a function from x to y. Be an invertible function. F is what? An invertible function. Show that f has unique inverse. See, to prove that if a inverse of a function exists, then it is unique. For that, see, we will choose. Suppose G1 and G2 be the two inverses of F. See, they have already given where F is invertible. Whenever it is invertible, obviously there should exist a function G such that fog is giving an identity element. Here they have already given that what F is invertible. We are assuming that let G1 and G2 be the two inverses of F. When G1 and G2 are the two inverses of F, clearly that GOF here, if you take GOF, you will get next what? F of. Instead of that, we will go for fog of y1, fog of f g1y equals iy, where it is equal fog 2 of y because f is invertible and we are assuming that G1 and G2 are the two inverses, then obviously their composition has to give an identity element. That element belongs to what? Y from x, G is defined from Y to x. Then obviously that Y should be in G only, right? By composition of functions, that f o g1y is written as f of g1 of y. F of g1 of y. This f o g2y is written as f of g2y. F is invertible, which means both 1 to 1 and 2. Since f is 1 to 1, this implies g1 of y equals g2 of y. G2 of y. Since f is 1 to 1. Since f is 1 to 1. And that implies g1 equals g2. Whatever we have assumed that f has two inverses g1 and g2, they are not different, they are one and the same. With that we can conclude if a function has inverse, then that inverse is unique for that function. And here we have proved inverse of a function is unique. Here we have one more property, that f inverse of inverse is f. Here f is defined from x to y, be an invertible function, show that the inverse of f inverse is f. That is f inverse of inverse is f. For that we will consider, given f is invertible, given f is invertible, let G be its inverse. Let G be its inverse defined from y to x. That is G from y to x. Y to x. Since f is invertible, G be its inverse, then golf of x equals ix and fog of y equals iy. So since G is inverse, since G is f inverse, wherever G replace that by what? F inverse composition, f of x equals ix and f composition of f inverse of y equals iy, which means inverse of f inverse is f. Here from these two we will say where inverse of f inverse is f. So therefore f inverse of whole inverse equals f. F inverse of whole inverse is f. Just by the definition only we can say where inverse of a inverse function is the function itself. Now we will move on to the next concept, very important for 2 marks and even for in CET 1 marks. It's one question for CET. Binary operation. In the term you observe clearly binary, I means 2. Where operation, mathematical operation, what do you feel? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And also there are by some means where 2 elements are associating. So binary operation, operation over 2 elements. Then how to define a binary operation? A binary operation star on a non-empty set, yes, is a rule by which pair of elements are associated or combined, associated to get a unique element, to get a unique element, that is A star of B equals C for all A, B and C belongs to yes. Here whatever we obtained C, that should be a unique one. That should be a unique one. Then only we will say that star is a binary operation. Or else we can also define in terms of function a binary operation. A binary operation star on S. S should be a non-empty set. Is a function. Is a function from S cross S to yes. S cross S to yes. See here, the thing is very important. They will give some set, like set of integers. It may be natural number, it may be rational number, it may be irrational number, it may be real number, or even it may be a complex numbers. On that set, they will define the elements or define the binary operation. We need to say whether that star is a binary operation over that non-empty set or not. For that, what we need to do is just check up their association whether it is giving a unique element or not. If it gives a unique element, then we will say that star is a binary operation over that set, over that non-empty set. Now, here binary operation. Now we will discuss some of the properties on binary operation. A binary operation star on S is said to be closed. Is said to be on S is said to be closed. Is said to be closed if for all AB belongs to yes, A star B belongs to yes. A star B belongs to yes. Similarly, a binary operation star on S is said to be associative. Said to be associative. Is said to be associative. Said to be associative. Then associative for all A, B, C belongs to yes. A star of B star C equals A star B of star C. A binary operation star on S is said to be commutative. Said to be commutative if for all AB belongs to yes, A star B equals B star yes. Then existence of an identity element. See, for that we should know the conditions for an identity element. When do we say an element is an identity element? See, under addition, we will say 0 is an identity element because whenever we add any element with 0, we will get that element only. Therefore, 0 is an identity element under addition. Similarly, under multiplication, whenever we multiply any element with 1, we will get the same element. Therefore, 1 is an identity element under multiplication. 0 is an identity element under addition, where 1 is an identity element under multiplication. In general, see, to say existence of an identity element, existence of an identity element, if for all A belongs to S, there exists an element E belongs to S such that A A star of E is equal to A equals E star of A. Now, existence of an inverse element, or inverse property. So for that, existence of an inverse element, we should know how do we choose an inverse element. Whenever we compose an element with its inverse, it always yields an identity element. For example, whenever we add a with minus a, we get 0. Therefore, under addition, negative of an element is its inverse. Similarly, compose a with 1 by a, we get 1. Means a into 1 by a, into is what? Multiplication. Under multiplication, reciprocal of an element is the inverse of an element. In general, where the inverse, whenever the operation is star, its inverse is A inverse, denoted by A inverse. For all A belongs to S, or for any element A belongs to S, there exists for any element A belongs to S, there exists an element A inverse belongs to S such that A star of A inverse is equal to E equals A inverse star of A. Just keep these things in your mind. We will solve some of the problems regarding how that the defined star is a binary operation or not under the given set. That we will discuss with few examples and also verify whether the defined star is a associative or commutative, or we will also find an identity element whenever the star is defined on the respective sets. Now we will check out whether the defined star on the respective set is a binary operation or not. If it is, not necessary to give any justification. If not, we will prove it by counterexamples. See here, determine whether or not each of the definition of star given below a binary operation. In the event that star is not a binary operation, give justification for that. See here, in on z plus set of all positive integers. Here the non-empty set is set of all positive integers, and they have defined star by A star B equals A minus B. Means whenever we compose any two elements from that set, it is of the form A minus B. So here clearly that star is not a binary operation. Star is not a binary operation because, see, according to the definition of binary operation, when pair of elements are combined by means of star, we need to get a unique element. That element should be in the given set. Here the given set is Z plus. Take two elements, 1 and 2. Clearly 1 and 2 are two positive integers, where 1 star 2 is 1 minus 2. That will be minus 1, which does not belongs to set of positive integers. We need to get a unique element that should be in the same set. We are getting an element minus 1. It is not in Z plus. Therefore, star is not binary operation. Star is not binary operation. We have given a counter example. With that, we have justified why star is not binary operation. Look at the second example. Here they have defined star on Z plus. Z plus is nothing but set of positive integers. Next, A star is defined as AB. Now, clearly, for all AB belongs to Z plus, where A star B equals AB belongs to Z plus. Product of any two positive integer is a positive integer. Therefore, star is a binary operation. Now, in the third example, on R set of real numbers, define that A star B as AB square. A star B equals AB square. Clearly, product of any two real number is a real number. Square of a real number is a real number. Square of a real number is a real number, and that real number is associating with the real number, and clearly that composition or the product is a real number. For all AB belongs to R, A star of B is equal to AB square belongs to R. Therefore, star is a binary operation. Star is a binary operation. Now, on Z plus means set of positive integers. Star is defined by A star B equals mod of A minus B. A star B equals mod of A minus B. Always you will get a positive integer. Take the first example only. Here if you take 1 star 2, that will be mod of 1 minus 2. We get mod of minus 1, which is nothing but 1. Where 1 is positive integer. That belongs to the same set. Therefore, star is a binary operation. Star is a binary operation. Here what to do? Just we need to take a pair of elements. Whether that pair of element combined by a star belongs to the same set, and that element should be a unique. You just verify those two conditions. It is enough to say that star is a binary operation or not on the given set. Here we need to verify whether the star is binary, commutative or associative. On Z means set of integers, they have defined A star B as A minus B, A star B as A minus B. Clearly, star is a binary operation because sum or difference of any two integer is an integer. Therefore, it is binary operation. Star is a binary operation. Star is a binary operation on Z. For the commutative or associativity, now consider A star B, where A star B is A minus B, where it is, now call it as 1, now B star of A equals B minus A, call it as 2. From 1 and 2, 1 is not equal to 2. 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, star is not commutative. Star is not commutative. Star is not commutative. When it is not commutative, better to give a counter example for that. See, for all 1, 2 belongs to Z. 1, 2 belongs to Z. 1 star 2 equals 1 minus 2 equals minus 1. Where 2 star 1 equals 2 minus 1 equals 1. Do you say minus 1 is equal to 1? Never. That minus 1 is not equal to 1. Therefore, star is not commutative. Now we shall verify the associativity of the associativity of the star or binary operation. Consider for associative. Consider 1 star of 2 star of 3. 1 star in general also we can prove that by taking A star of B star C, where ABC belongs to Z. Instead of that, here we have taken 1 star of 2 star of 3, where it is 1 star of 2 star 3 means A star B is A minus B. Then it is 2 minus 3. That will be 1 star of minus 1. Where A minus B, A star B is A minus B. Then it becomes 1 minus of minus 1, that will be 2. Call it as an equation 1. Now 1 star of 2 star of 3, where it is 1 star of 2 is 1 minus 2. Star of 3, where 1 minus 2 is minus 1 star of 3, where A star B is A minus B. Then minus 1 star 3 is minus 1 minus 3, that will be minus 4. Call it as 2. Clearly from 1 and 2, 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, that star is not associative. Star is not associative. Like that we need to verify. For the other two, Define star on rational number and on set of positive integers. Now, we'll take up the second one. On Q, set of rational numbers. That star is defined as A star B equals AB by 2. Product of any two rational number is a rational number. And then a rational number by a quotient 2 is also a real number, is also a rational number. Therefore, A star B equals AB by 2 is a binary operation, is a binary operation. So then, to examine the commutativity of the star, A star B equals AB by 2 for all AB belongs to Q. AB belongs to Q. Now by this, we can rewrite that AB as B by A by 2 because AB equals BA on Q. On set of rational numbers, commutative property holds good. Therefore, AB can be rewritten as BA. When BA by 2, which is nothing but B star A. When A star B equals B star A, clearly that star is commutative. That star is commutative. Now for examine the associativity of the star, consider A star of B star C, where it is A star of BC by 2 because A star B is AB by 2, then B star C is BC by 2. For all ABC belongs to Q. Now A star of X, put X is equal to BC by 2. Then A star X become AX by 2. What is X? BC by 2 upon 2, and that will be ABC by 4. Call it as an equation 1. Now A star of B of star C, it is AB by 2. They have only defined A star B as AB by 2. Therefore A star B is AB by 2. Star of C. So replace that AB by 2 by Y. For all AB C belongs to Q. Y star C, put Y equals AB by 2. Then it becomes YC by 2. What is Y? BC AB by 2. That will be AB by 2 of C by 2, which is nothing but ABC by 4, or it has 2. Compare 1 and 2. Where 1 is ABC by 4, 2 is ABC by 4. Clearly 1 is equal to 2. Therefore, star is associative. Star is associative. Like that, here also you just take 2 over AB. AB is any two integers. If you take on the set of integers, if you replace z plus set of positive integers, if it is only integer, then star never be a binary operation because 2 power minus is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 never belongs to set of integers. But here AB is positive. For whatever you take positive integers on the exponent or on the power, always it is an integer. 2 power product of any two positive integer is positive. 2 power a positive integer is always an integer. Therefore star is binary operation. Binary operation. For commutative, you take A star B where it is 2 power AB. Under multiplication on the set of integers, it is commutative. 2 power AB can also be written as 2 power BA, nothing but B star A. Therefore, A star B is equal to B star A, and hence it is commutative. For only associativity, you check out A star of B star C, where it is A star of 2 power BC, and that let it be X, A star of X, that will be 2 power AX, where 2 power A into X is 2 power BC, and that will be, see, very clear, it should be very important, that 2 power A whole power B is 2 power AB. 2 power AB. 2 power A all power B is 2 power of AB. Here it is 2 power A. 2 power A of 2 of BC is multiplying with what? Only these two elements, not with that one. So for that you better to take a counter example. Then it is easy for you to say that star is whether associative or not. One. Now you should check up the associativity of the third one. Here consider 1 star of 2 star 3, that is 1 star of A star B is 2 power AB, 2 power 6, then it is 2 power 6, 2 power 6 is nothing but what? 2 power 6 is B element. Now if you take that as X, then it is 1 star X, that will be 2 power X, 2 power X. What is X? 2 power 6, 2 power 6, 2 power 6, call it as an equation 1. Now 1 star 2 star 3, that is 2 power 2, AB is 2 into 1 into 2, 2 star 3. Here you take it as y star 3, that will be 2 power 3y, 2 power 3y. So then what is y here? 2 power 3 into y is, here we have taken that y as 2 square, nothing but 4, that will be 2 power 12. So that is equation 2. From 1 and 2, 1 is not equal to 2, 1 is not equal to 2. Therefore, star is not associative. Like this, we can solve plenty of problems. In your textbook, that is in your exercises, there are many problems regarding invertible or finding the inverse or regarding binary operations. We just go through the exercise problems. Wherever you have doubt, you just ask or test. We will give the solutions for those sums. In the next class, we just recapitulate whatever we have learned in the previous classes, and then what are the important note points for KCET or for JEE main and other competitive examinations. With that, today I conclude my class. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.